Donald Trump just kicked off a fresh panic over his current health, and if it seems like the entire administration has gone off the rails over the past few weeks, well, we may now have some better idea as to why. Fans of the HBO series The Pit, or any other hospital procedural, take heed. This episode is going to leave you enraged, and possibly giggling. This is The David Reddish Show. Welcome to Occupy Democrats and The David Reddish Show. I am David Reddish. And once again, if you enjoy my bringing you facts and cutting through the misinformation barrier, if you want to push back against the lunatic violence of the Trump administration, or if you just enjoy my brand of snark, follow the link in the description to subscribe to my new channel. I need as many subscribers as quickly as possible to help get the word out about the new show and to make sure more people see these reports in their news feeds. Help spread the truth. Help a dude out. Please subscribe. Okay, and speaking of people in major need of help, did you catch Donald Trump's little performance at the World Economic Forum this week? He was full of remarks like these.
We had a good speech. We got great reviews. I can't believe it. We got good reviews in that speech. Usually they say he's a horrible dictator type person. I'm a dictator. But sometimes you need a dictator.
He also kept confusing Greenland with Iceland.
But in doing it, I'm helping Europe, I'm helping NATO, and I've until the last few days when I told them about Iceland, they loved me. They called me daddy, right, last time. A very smart man said, he's our daddy. He's running it. I was like running it. I went from running it to being a terrible human being. But now what I'm asking for is a piece of ice, cold and poorly located, that can play a vital role in world peace and world protection.
And no, for the record, the United States is not going to annex Greenland, or Iceland for that matter. Trump saw the market plunge the more he talked about it, and if you've seen my other segments, you know that it's all just a distraction from the ongoing protests in Minneapolis, the lack of the release of the Epstein files, and the general ineptitude on his part. See our other videos for more on all of that. Following his speech, even Trump's former lawyer Ty Cobb, not to be confused with the baseball great of the same name, even Cobb was gobsmacked.
This is a man who is demented, and his narcissism has run amok. And I don't think there's anybody outside the boundaries of the United States who believes for a second that Trump is sane at this stage of the game. And those in the United States are merely in denial or so invested in him they can't accept what their lying eyes don't.
So how could the news out of Davos about Trump's health get even more dire? Or for that matter, even more embarrassing? Getting there. Stay with me. Speculation over Trump's health is nothing new, as considerable evidence suggests he's had a stroke in the past year, as well as that he's covering up some major health problems. See our other videos for more on all of that. At least in Davos, he didn't fall asleep in front of the world, as far as we know. I wouldn't be surprised if he actually did. Still, during his remarks, those in attendance and keen-eyed journalists noticed something new. Trump's had bruised hands before, but this, well, it's a new extreme. One that sent the White House into a panic and into full denial mode. Again. Check this out. CNN reached out to the White House for comment on the gigantic purple hematoma on Trump's hand. In a statement, presidential spokeswoman and liar Barbie Caroline Leavitt said, quote, "At the Board of Peace event today in Davos, President Trump hit his hand on the corner of the signing table, causing it to bruise," close quote. But here's the other kicker. Other administration officials told CNN, quote, "Pictures from yesterday and this morning clearly show no bruising," close quote. So either that bruise healed really fast, or someone in the White House is trying to gaslight us all. Again. Or maybe they're all trying to gaslight us at this point. Recall that in the past, the White House has asserted Trump's hand bruising is attributed to handshaking and his taking aspirin to thin his blood. The president's physician, Dr. Sean Barbarella, claims Trump takes 325 milligrams of aspirin a day to thin his blood. But here's the kicker. A dosage like that is very high, even for someone on aspirin therapy. Furthermore, aspirin therapy is generally now only prescribed to someone with a history of stroke or heart disease, which again suggests Trump has had a stroke. Or if you're a frequent viewer, I stand by my earlier hypothesis that Trump is actually suffering from congestive heart failure. That would explain the bruising, the aspirin, the swelling, the shortness of breath, his falling asleep in meetings, and general disinterest, in actually doing his job. Needless to say, we'll keep you updated on Trump's declining health. At this point, I half expect someone to slap him with that old bumper sticker, "honk if parts fall off." Don't be surprised if they actually do. This is The David Reddish Show.